Okay, this is going to be first time I've done this. Is I'm trying to do a build log for the Landmaster. As you can see, I started pouring up resin wheels enough to make a kit to build, and changed my mind about using white resin. I'm going to be using black resin now. Made enough for a few. There's 12 wheels to this thing, so this will go pretty quick. The wheels themselves, the seam line, the seam line on these things is going to be on the top right there, and the hubs snap in, but that seam has to be dressed because that's part of the rubber tire. The actual hub is in here, and it's a little bit easier to hide the seam here than it would be to hide it on the tread. So just trying to cut down a lot of the work by doing it that way. But yeah, I have 2 molds for tires and I have to run them 6 times to make a model. But the come on, focus. There it is. The front cab is now molded. So that mold's working out very nicely. So that's there. And finally, last week, I molded the 2 front quarter panels. Still have to do the 2 rear and the middle piece. Most of the other stuff is done except for some small stuff, but this mold came out really nice. Just going to show you how to the big freaking silicone molds. I got all my fill ports on these side, so I'm going to pull from this side and it should release okay. I don't have my compressor hooked up right now because I usually just blow air in these things and they pop out, but there it is. There's a, that's interesting. So there's the axle port right there. Let's try the other one. Oh, this is what the core of the mold is. And then it all just snaps together. When I fill it, I have 2 plates and rubber bands holding it together so it stays really square. This is a very dense, hard platinum silicone, so it holds its shape really well without a jacket. Because a jacket adds more hours to doing this type of work. Let's grab the other one. And just kind of flex this. There's an undercut right here that had for a vent, so I want to make sure I don't hurt that. And you can see all the little fill ports that snap off. Oh, but there that is. The fender alignment pins right here, for some reason they still keep on filling in there, but I'm not too concerned about that as long as they're lined up correctly. I don't think I have a fender part out here in the shop, so. But anyway, those are the parts. Now what has to happen is there's 16th inch pin nubs in here. I don't think you can really see that. Oh, they're there right here. There and there. Those have to be drilled so I can put alignment pins in this part. Same thing with here. All these little indentations are for alignment pins for the outriggers that go on the wheels, for all that stuff that kind of works. This part, I was going to cast it up, but I ended up just using the laser cutter and etching the tops into them. I think it'll give a better look because they're absolutely flat. You don't have to sand a side or have to make a two-part mold to make it nice. But I'm going to put this together, clean this up, and pin it all. And we're going to take a look at it and see how it looks. It looks like it's all, nothing's warped, which is really nice. But hopefully I'm not battling. And again, this is my first shot at, or first try at doing a video log of a build. So. Cool.